Hi everybody, welcome back to Simple Life 2, episode 22 with me, Sid, and we're going to start off today with, let me get myself into the right view, opening these 3 rare loot bags, because there is a chance that these things will contain intermedium. Intermedium we need to get one of the next tier crafting seed quests, and we didn't get it, so rubbish. Can't have it all. I have been known to say that on occasion, and I have been known to mean it on occasion as well. Let me eat that mushroom risotto. So, tier 3 uses, the recipe for that is 8 intermedium essence with 2 of those, and we also need, I'm going to plant this again for a second, we also need to get 44 of those to complete that, and then that will unlock all of these seeds, which, yeah, I'm not going to sing on them, obviously it moves up to there. So if we can get 44 of those, then we've got that one licked. And I happen to know that we have a whole load of this, so let us see what we can do with that. So that should be 32. Bang. And we might as well do those while we're at it. And there we go, that's Prudentium. It gives me an uncommon, we'll claim it, and that's done. So that allows us to get a limestone essence, a copper essence, coal essence, and then for intermedium we need 52. You swining thing, you. Alright, well, let's see what we've got in the way, because we've got some intermedium, and we've got quite a bit of inferium. So can we even get close? I don't know. We'll find out. With a whole one left. That's going to give me 32. That's 38. I think we're a little bit shy. 47. Ooh, that's very, very unfortunate. Oh well. So we've got 47 of those. The uses of that. Can we go backwards? Just a stupid question, actually. Is there any way we can get that into being into? Yes, we can. That's fine. That's fine then. But we needed 52. I think it said, didn't it? Let's have a look. 52. So we got 47. Tier 3 crafting seeds, that needs me to put 8 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those in with those, and we'll alloy them through. I think that will work. Bang. Tier 3. We'll can claim that one now. Claim it and done. That one's tier 4. And tier 4 uses 8 Supremium. Now I'm fairly certain I don't have 8 Supremium, but I could be wrong. No, I don't have 8 Supremium. I have 8 Superium. Sorry, I have 8 Supremium. Yes, right. Well, we've got a tier 3 Inferium seed. We can pop that down and plant it, and we can get that watered. And that should give us 3 per harvest, I believe. Now, this is obviously not the ideal way of doing it. In an ideal world, we would have a field of these higher tier seeds going, but this is not an ideal world. So we are somewhat stuck with what we got so far. Yeah, let me try and, I don't know, let me think this through here, because we've got that, we've got all of those. And we've got a rare loot bag, which I'm going to open because I can. There's no particularly good reason for it, but you know, I will. Given the option to open a bag, I will do. 9 uranium. Now, uranium would be useful to actually get, but we ain't got it. So what have we got coming up? I'm just looking. I'm kind of bouncing around here a bit. I've been thinking about power, and I want to get some free power going for starters. So you know, that's always good. I'm a big believer of free stuff. So you know, yeah. And the obvious 2 free power sources, or at least the obvious ones to me, are, we're not ready to sleep yet, are solar and geothermal. The thermal ones, obviously, we use something like ice. Well, we can use ice and lava. It's not as efficient, but if you got uranium, then that's better. And obviously, if you had something like thermal expansion, blazing pyrotheum would be even better. However, we need more than 9 uranium to do that. Now we can, the recipe for that can be, we can get uranium essence, but that's a tier 5 seed, so that's some way off. We could go mining for uranium. The other way of doing this is we could make things. Now this does 10 RF per tick, that does 40 RF per tick. That uses a double layer capacitor, which uses some energetic alloy. Energetic alloy is gold, redstone and glowstone, of which we got a reasonable amount. So we could do, let's have a look, we need 2 of those for starters. Let's just start and get 1 going, because that's 40 RF a tick, which is free juice. So let's just get, we need vibrant, which also uses those. So we need 4, hang on. No, 4, 5, 6, that's right. That will do the trick with 2, 3, 6 of those and 6 of those. Right, yeah, I'm just, if we can get this thing going the way I would like it to, then we'll be in a better position. Let me just cook this up. We also need to cook up, well, we need to make some of those, but we also need to cook up these, which is ender pearls and iron, so we need 2 of those. So I'll get that done and I'll be back in a mo. Alright, I think we're about ready to get 1 of these done. I actually did have some pulsating and vibrant. What we do need is some carbon dust or coal powder, so we'll get 2, I think 2 of those should do the trick. And obviously it's one of those really bizarre things. The output of your farms and everything again kind of grows almost exponentially when you're doing this kind of stuff. So you've got those and those with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives us 2 of those. I don't know whether, are they needed anywhere? Modern machines. Well, we need 4. Alright, shall we let us do this. I actually only need 2 more of those. Boom. Come back for that. If we make 4, then we complete that quest line and everything's hunky-dory. So yeah, and then we've got that kind of going on as well, which is nice. I'll need to pulverize a couple more coal, and whether I've got enough to make 2 lots of well, I need to make some more capacitors, don't I? Hang on a second then. So for that I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more copper. Where's my copper gone? Copper. 2 of those, and some gold nuggets. Right now that, and I know that's not quite there, but we'll sort it in a moment. I only needed, no I didn't, I needed 4 more. Right, for that I'm going to need 2 more copper again, and 2 more redstone. Yeah, not 2 more, 4 more redstone. I can't even count. Okay. So that'll give us those, and then we can do those and those with those. That gives us 4 of those. That gives us those, which gives us a block of steel, and that's done. So the next one it wants is the octodatic capacitor, but that's fine. You can have that later. Right now, right, you are, what steel have I got in there? Immersive. Dunk, bonk, bang. Give me the rest. Lovely. That can go in there, and that can go away. They can go in there, and then we're going to make, let's have a look. So we need a daylight sensor, 6 quartz. 6 quartz, 6 glass. I wonder whether you can do it with any old glass. I know I can do it with these, so 6. And some wooden slabs, which somewhere abouts, there we go. I think it was slabs anyway. 2 daylight sensors, we've got those, double layer capacitors, we're going to need enlightened fused glass. So 4 quartz, 4 glowstone for each. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those, I need 16 of those. And 16 of those. This will make us 2, which we should be turning out 80 RF per tick, which is actually not. Oh damn! That's just made me fuse quartz, hasn't it? And that was then later. Right. Okay. Fine. Huh. Get some more of you. That should do it. I think we're almost there. We just need to do more of this and this. Now I've got the vibrant and I've got the pulsating, so we're good. It should be there. 4 of those goes into those, with those and those and those and those. That gives me 2 of those, and then somewhere abouts in one of these things I have got, right, I just need to find the transmitter. So I'll be back in a mo. Okay, well, these things are here. They're producing 80 RF per tick. They don't appear to have, I could have sworn these used to hold a certain amount of RF, but it doesn't matter. They're there. They're working. What I do want to do is give this, because there's room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more of these on here. Which will be reasonable. I mean, that'll be 400 RF per tick, which is, you know, it's not to be sniffed at. But I do want to make it fit the build. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a little bit of that and a little bit of this, and we're going to pop you down there, and we are going to strip this back all the way around here. And also, it's going to be narrower than this, but Wow, that could have been unfortunate. Again, narrower. So that should be 4 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I still think it wants to probably be maybe even that. Yeah, that works. All right, we'll take this, and then we're basically going to come from here and go 1. I can't remember how many things did I take out? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll do a similar thing just underneath that. And then we'll do the same over on this side. We should probably do the lower one first. 2, 3, 5, 6. Like that. Yeah, and then we can come into here. We'll grab this. We shall copy that. We'll place, we'll throw my bed away. We'll place 4 more of those down for now, and we shall basically do that. And then we can take the remaining pieces, and we'll zap you back, just put a structure up like so. And again, it doesn't have to look anything too fancy. It is merely decorative to kind of imply that this solar panel is sitting on a grid, rather on a structure, rather than just, you know, this rather than thin air. And once that's filled out, obviously we'll have more of those going around. So that's fine. It'll look better once there's stuff on there, I think. So that's that done. Right, what's next? Because I want to move in, but I also want to move on, if that makes sense. There's the drive to move in against the drive to move on. So I think what we should probably look at next, let's have a look at the quest side of things. We can obviously go down the fuel, so we've got solid fuel. We can go for the capacitor bank, 2 of those. That gives me a vibrant. Hang on. Basic capacitor bank. Yeah. You've got the basic, then you have the capacitor bank, which uses, yeah, alright, that's fine. It's not as simple as I thought it was going to be. Right. So what to do? Let me just have a little think what I want to do next, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, let's bite some bullets. Let's go and make ourselves... how many can we get there? Big pile of quartz enriched iron. We're going to have to go to the nether at some point anyway, and we're going to aim to make this. So for that we're going to need to make a frame, and then we need silicon and a diamond. Diamond is there. 3 silicon. 1, 2, 3. So that should be everything we need to make a controller. Storage solutions, controller, uncommon loot bag, claim, done. Then needs a solderer. Thank you very much. So let's get there's not an uncommon one up there, is there? No. Okay, solderer is 2 sticky pistons and that. Now I know I've got some sticky pistons, and I know I've got the quartz enriched iron, so hut, and done. Detect, we'll have those 8 silicon because the freebies, and then it wants me to make several things. We need to make a grid. Okay, now grid is construction core improved, construction destruction improved processors and refined quartz, but we need this. Now this needs to be next to a controller. The controller needs to have power. So for the time being we're going to place you here, and we are going to find wherever I put those receives energy. That will do us for now. That's on. That is still gaining 80 RF per tick. That's empty. That's draining. Question mark as to whether we've got enough power for this, but we'll do this anyway. We've got the solderer. So what do we need first? We need to make a basic processor. Okay. These are used to make, where are you? Huh. Alright. Basic processor uses printed silicon, so we put that in there and make silicon. Okay, we're good. We're on a roll now. We've got a little bit of that silicon going. And the basic processor uses some iron, so we'll jump into over there. We'll make 9 of those because that's how many iron we got in a block, and that's what I'm going to bring it back with us. We'll not make 9. We'll just make 9 of those processor bits. And a basic processor, we need redstone. Now I know I put the redstone somewhere safe, or some redstone somewhere safe. Not a huge amount of it. 8 of those. So we'll do, I'm just going to do 4 of those for now. We're going to need gold because we're going to make, we're certainly going to be making a advanced processor, or 4. And we're probably going to want some diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do those because we'll probably want to make some of those. Right, so we're going to take that, that, and that. Did it say how many? Oh, it wants 2. Damn you. 2, one of them, and another one of them. That will give us those. 1. Well, it seems to be, I mean, that is draining out of there, really, isn't it? But, oh well, we'll see how we go in the long run. This is a commitment. So that will give us that. We'll detect, and claim, and done. So then we want our improved processors, which is the same again, but with gold. Let me just do 2. Because we get given freebies anyway. I'm going to go and grab some more silicon actually. We'll make some more of that while we're at it. Yeah, in fact we'll take that out. let's not. Let's do these first. And then he's going to want the advanced processors, of course, which is going to be the ones with the diamonds. That's simple enough. And we need to be thinking about where we're going to put this now. I've got that big space hollowed out underneath the house, and I'm thinking I'm going to probably put this fairly close to the house, but tunnel into the hillside for some of the underground facilities, so we'll have more facilities. In fact, while that's doing that, let me chuck those in. and we'll claim those. And then we want the advanced processor. It only wants one. That's fine. It wants a 1K storage block after that. Wow, and it'll give us 6 1K storage parts. Interesting. Interesting choice, to be fair. Let me just cook these through. I'll cook a diamond through that system, and I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, we've done that. So we're going to pop that through. That's going to cook and make us a that. Now the 1K storage block is a shame he's asking for a block. I would have preferred it not to want a block. So we need a 1K storage part, which is going to be silicon and stuff like that. Okay. How are you doing? You're there. Detect and claim. Needs cabling. Cables are, let's have a look. Cables are fairly simple if I remember rightly. 6 redstone and glass. Redstone and glass. Will you take? You'll definitely take that glass. So those and those with glass, glass and redstone. That will give us that. Detect and claim. Exporter we'll come back to. We don't desperately need one of those right now. What else do we want? Yeah, they want the storage block and the grid. 1K block. So 1K block is a 1K part, which is that 3 glass, 4 silicons and some redstone. 2, 3, 4. Three glass. I wonder whether it'll work with Tinker's glass. Probably not. A piece of that and a piece of redstone. That gives us one of those. And that goes in with a machine casing. You see, this is an expensive recipe because you use one of those machine casing and a basic processor. And you get a 1K block. That, and one of them. Okay, so that's the 1K block coming in. That'll give us 6 1K storage parts, which is good. Claim done. That man wants me to make a 1K storage block, detect it, claim it, done. Excellent, we got rid of the 1K storage block and got those. That's brilliant. So that answers that question. Can we sleep? Why is there a mob in my house? Right, let's go find out. Where is said mob in the house? Is it underneath? Oh, it's underneath. It's alright, we'll live. As long as it's not in it. Right, there we go. So that's done. So then we want a disk drive, and that's going to give us 1 4K or 4 1Ks. 6 1/2 dozen t'other really, isn't it? But it wants a disk drive anyway. So we're going to need an advanced machine casing and a chest. Machine casing, an advanced, and a chest. God. Which I'm sure I should have a chest somewhere. If I don't, it's not a problem. We'll just do that. We need to start thinking about where I'm going to put this, because this is getting to be a bigger job than I anticipated. Let me chuck the Tyrian, let me chuck those away for now, out of the way. That gives us a little bit of wiggle room. That will give us a disk drive in a moment. and we can detect that, and I'm going to go with the bigger disc, I think. Right, the last things we need are the access. That's going to be a crafting grid, a pattern, and then obviously there'll be the auto crafting. But right thing now, we need a grid, and a grid is 2 improved processors. Yeah, we got that. A destruction core, which is a basic and glowstone, and a construction core, which is a basic and quartz. Glowstone, quartz, basic and glow, basic and quartz. So that. Let me take those back out. Oh crap, we're out of. Give me a little bit more quartz. Give me some inventory space, for crying out loud. There we go. Give me some quartz. I'm going to have to go to the nether. We need quartz big time. And 1, 2. I've only got 1 there. That might be enough for the first instance. Not quite. Damn you. Damn you. To heck and back. What can I get rid of out my inventory here? That slab for starters. The redstone, that can go back in. We need the iron, which will convert into that. That will come out. We'll do 1, 2, 3 of those. I'm just conscious that if I go too mad with this, then we're going to struggle. There's the grid. So we'll claim and done, and then we want a crafting grid. And a crafting grid is this. So it's grid. Oh, that's easy. We can do that without too. Oh, there's the chests. Without too much effort. We'll pop you in there. We shall pop the grid, the advanced, and that in. That'll make a crafting grid, so we're good. And I think we've got everything we need to start off with a very, very basic system right now, which is good, I think. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, these things here we need to... I don't want that. I want to make these 1K storage cells, or we could make these could also go to make a 4K storage part, which would allow me to make 4K cells. So kind of swings and roundabouts, but that's fine. We've got that. We can claim it and done. So we're on to pattern grid and the rest of it, but I'm going to leave that for now because I don't really want to get into auto crafting. What I do want to do, oops, is not knock the wall down. What I do want to do is take all of this, probably this if I'm honest, and that. Oh man, our inventory is a mess again. Let me pop that away, that away, that away, and that away. Anything else? That away. I think I've picked everything up now. So let's go and find a home for this lot. In the first instance, so we're going to have a big room. I'll show you what we've got planned, because it's not 100% obvious. So from here we're going to have a corridor. The corridor is going to come out here, and it's going to come out here, and we're going to come out into a room over this side. That's going to go down. This will probably do something fancy. I haven't decided what yet. So yeah, what we should probably do if we can is just try and get a little bit of planning done. So you're going to have a corridor going down here, corridor going down there. This will probably cut in a little bit like this before going to there. So if we, let's think how we want to lay this room out. I actually want this to be a big room because it's going to have machinery and power gen, but just basically the hub of the operation, if you like. So let's get the capacitors down over here. No, that's not really the one I wanted. Damn you. Why have you gone there? So if we look at that, we can look at the top, and that's the output. That actually wants to become the input. And we'll just pop the Stirling generator there for the time being, and we'll configure that as an input, and we'll configure that as an output. So that'll go in there, and then we're going to put the we'll just pop that there for now, and we shall pop that there. We're going to pop you on that network, you're going to pop you on that network. We're going to take the receives energy, and you can go on that network as well. So that's all of that. Now over here we're going to have a controller. Now I'd like the controller to be high in the middle of it, like a spider in the middle of it all. So let me put a disk drive here. How many? What we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn it, it's even. Doesn't have to be even. It could be odd quite easily, like that. That gives us odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll stick the controller in the middle here, and then we shall pop the grid here. We'll put the drive there, and for the time being we shall place the solderer there, and then this can go this can go just temporarily. We'll place you to the, in fact no, you can go there permanently, and that is a flux plug, so you are getting juice. This will have a 4K and a 1K, and we can now store things quite happily in there till the cows come home. Excellent. Big step forward. This thing here, because I don't know, I mean, we're like 49 of 5,000 items. We can really hammer stuff into this. And obviously we've got 6 1K stores there, so we can do another 2 4Ks, can't we? Which will be another 8,000. So let me have a look at those. If I want to make a 4K storage part, I need those, and I need processors and all sorts of stuff. Let me start thinking about bringing stuff over. I'll check how long I've been recording, and I'll be back with you in a moment. That's better. I realised I'd put this wrong. So that is an output, and That is... Haha, yes, I see what we've got going on. So we've got this going here, here. And that is an output. Think. Tell you what, let's take these completely away from this bloody thing, because I'm just getting these are fogging the issue for me. So you've got 200 and some things. That is an output. That is an output. So we'll put the output on there, and that will be done to there. And that is going to be an input, and we need a, I think we probably need a flux point. Oh no, that doesn't want to reserve. I don't know. I'm somewhat baffled by what's going on here. Yeah. That's not gaining or losing. Let me just sort this out, because I'm doing my head in. Alright, just about to get the next 4K card done. That gives us 13,000 items of storage. If you're wondering why I've got a lever on the front, it's so I can save juice. So yeah, turn it off. It should stop using power. Turn it back on again, access it, turn it off. It's just while we're in a low power position that we are in. We're not obviously rich when it comes to the amount of juice we have in the system, and yeah, we just need to be conscious of that. So in the meantime, I'm going to pile a whole load of these blocks and everything across, and we shall see how we go storage wise, and hopefully I'm not being too premature with this this solution. Now I'm toying, and you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm toying with the idea of having a storage drawers for the metals. So at the moment they are sorted normal, only craftables, quantity, whatever it may be. So and that needs to be that way around, I suppose. And then on no, there we go, that should be it. So at the moment it's, you know, we've got a reasonable amount of storage space, and I can transfer the bulk of this lot in and everything should be good and happy. However, we may find over time that, you know, we are jumping the gun. I mean, I've referred to this sometimes in the past as bum rushing something, and it's when you go for something that you are not really ready to sustain as a player. You know, your infrastructure isn't really up to it, and you should really have gone things. So typical ones you often see, especially in vanilla, is the bum rush to the end. And people will go and they'll get to the end as fast as they can, kill the dragon, usually not very elegantly, I think it has to be said, and consequently what you end up with is a situation where they're trying to take on the end cities and stuff, and they're not really ready for it. I mean, there is no right or wrong, but it's an open sandbox game after all. But yeah, that's what I would refer to as bum rushing something. So yeah, my mission here is basically to move all my inventory into this system and hope that we keep our power settings somewhat, you know, at a sustainable, reasonable level. And well, I'll get this done, and again I shall be back with you in a moment. Alright, well, I've filled those drives. We have got a pretty hefty amount of this clay, however. I definitely think I'm going to do a mixed refined storage and storage drawer system, because I think some of these items where we've got the big bulk items of like clays and metals which will go through compacting drawers and the various bits and pieces would be beneficial, and it will give us some more to do in this room, which obviously is quite sparse and bare. I have moved stuff down here at the moment, and if we quickly sleep the night off, because I'm fairly certain it is night out there, then we should be able to go and just have a look at how much I've moved out of this compound, which is more than you might think. Let's have a look. Who's out there? We've quite a few peoples, but nobody on this floor, because this floor is spawn safe. Hi, hello, hoi. Ah, yeah, fluffed it. Ciao. It's more like using a laser, this thing, than an actual bow, because it is, well, he says missing out. That was not quite my intention. Who's over here? Hello, I see you, sir. Come. Dead. I do like this mob dismemberment mod. It is quite the entertaining little fellow. Chom, dead. Now there's the spider over there. Spider over there. Skeleton over there. And I think we are clear. We're clear. However, it is also clear to me that I need to do some mining. We're going to need quite a lot in resources and stuff. So I think the next episode we're going to be doing some resource gathering of some description. Whether it be caving or mining, I do not 100% know right away. But it is something that we need to do. And I don't think there's any avoiding that fact. So big strides made, big forward movement. We do need to move quite a few bits and pieces, like the you know, the storage systems and things. We've got all of the crates bar the food related stuff, and bar this stuff over here, which is all related to tinkers and bits and pieces. We've obviously got those ores still to process, so yeah, that's a thing. But on the whole, I'm happy with that as progress, and we need to up our game, I think, a little with regards this lot, and you know, well, up our game in general. But I think next episode we'll be upping our game along the lines of resource gathering. There's some good caves in the area, so we'll probably go and do that, see if we can get some uranium and other bits and pieces. And I think in the meantime, between episodes, I will probably try and just get another 4K or a couple of 4K drives built if I can with what I've got. But until then, well, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. And bye for now.